Before the recent U.S. presidential election, Barron Trump was largely an enigma. People knew he was Donald Trump's youngest son, but details about his personality, interests, or influence were scarce. Now, however, a clearer picture is emerging, and it's quite intriguing. So, what exactly did Elon Musk say? Let's dive into that and more. If you've been paying attention, you might have seen chatter online crediting Barron with a significant role in rallying younger voters for his father, Donald Trump, the former president and now president-elect. Apparently, Barron was the one managing podcast deals, including setting up that high-profile episode with Joe Rogan. He reportedly handled negotiations and outreach aimed at engaging younger audiences, giving his dad a surprising advantage. Some even speculate he might have presidential potential himself someday. But before we continue, we'd love for you to hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying this video. If you just did, we truly appreciate it. Now let's get back to the main content. Recently, after a notable appearance at the Trump family's Thanksgiving gathering, Elon Musk shared some revealing insights about Barron that not only confirm what's been rumored, but go even further. The Thanksgiving event at Mar-a-Lago was nothing short of headline material. Donald Trump, fresh off his election win, was playing DJ and showing off his iconic YMCA dance moves. Elon Musk was right there at the table, nodding along, and nearby sat Barron, the family's youngest, sharing a moment with Musk that quickly went viral online. The internet immediately buzzed with speculation. What were Musk and Barron, a college freshman who usually stays out of the spotlight, talking about? Politics? Space exploration? Some secret family business? Musk quickly put those rumors to rest. Throughout most of his life, Barron has maintained a low profile. Even during Donald Trump's first term, he was known for being reserved, appearing only at major events like inaugurations or key family functions. He seemed content avoiding the political glare, letting his older siblings take the spotlight. But now that seems to be shifting. Musk, who's worked closely with Donald Trump both before and after the election, hinted that Barron might be more ambitious and curious than people realize, signaling he could soon step into the public eye in a bigger way. At the Thanksgiving dinner, Elon Musk, seated right next to the president-elect, spent a good amount of time chatting with Barron Trump. Musk revealed that Barron showed a strong interest in artificial intelligence and its future impact. According to Musk, the NYU freshman asked insightful and thoughtful questions about how AI could influence fields like government, education, and climate change solutions. Barron is exceptionally sharp for his age, Musk said. He has this quiet focus. He's clearly thinking about the big picture. This revelation has sparked speculation about what role Barron might play during Donald Trump's upcoming term. Though nothing official has been announced, some insiders think Barron could be gearing up for a more active part, either within his father's administration or as a rising public figure. Other members of the Trump family, including daughter Tiffany, son Eric, and Eric's wife Laura Trump, who also serves as RNC co-chair, were front and center at the event. Add to that a star-studded guest list packed with major campaign donors and celebrities, and it's no surprise the night blew up on social media. Back to Musk and Barron. In one viral moment, SpaceX CEO Elon Musk was seen deep in conversation with Barron, who appeared far more engaged than in earlier footage where he looked a bit bored as the party kicked off with loud music and dancing. One user on X shared a funny mock dialogue alongside a photo capturing the exact moment Donald Trump turned to Barron after tapping Musk on the shoulder to get him to join the dance floor. In the imagined exchange, Trump asked, "Is it okay if I'm friends with Elon?" To which Barron replied, "I'll allow it, father." The post quickly went viral, earning laughs and plenty of retweets. Even Musk joined the fun, revealing the real topic of their conversation, mostly about consciousness and video games. The story didn't stop there. Elon Musk's mother, Mae Musk, jumped into the online buzz, sharing her own thoughts on the now famous conversation. "They talked all night," she said, adding, "Barron is very intelligent." Naturally, this sparked curiosity about Barron's gaming interests. Questions flooded in. What video games does Barron play? Just wait until Barron X Spaces starts posting on X, and then you can stream with him. Did you discuss expanding human consciousness and exploring beyond Earth's civilization? Also, does he play Diablo 4? So what does all this mean? It's clear there's been a lot of chatter about Barron Trump lately. People are saying he might be much more than just the quiet, tall kid we usually see in photos. Some even believe he's a strategic genius. Adding to the buzz, John Morgan, the founder of the major law firm Morgan & Morgan and a former Democratic donor, recently made headlines with a bold claim. In a Fox News interview, Morgan called the 18-year-old far smarter than many of the campaign professionals working for Kamala Harris. Yes, you read that right, smarter than the seasoned political operatives. Morgan highlighted one of Barron's key moves during his father's campaign, urging Donald Trump to appear on some of the most popular podcasts, like The Joe Rogan Experience. Morgan believes this was a brilliant strategy to connect with younger voters and helped secure the win over Kamala Harris on Election Day. Think about it. While Harris's team relied heavily on traditional media outlets like TV interviews and press conferences, Trump was diving into platforms where younger audiences actually spend their time. Podcasts like Rogan's aren't just casual entertainment. They're hubs for raw, honest conversations and big ideas. By getting his dad on those shows, Barron helped craft a more relatable, down-to-earth image for Trump. It went beyond politics. It was more like, hey, I'm just a regular person too. Morgan didn't hold back when comparing this to Harris's approach, criticizing her for avoiding podcasts after that awkward Call Her Daddy interview. Instead of adapting to the changing media landscape, Harris stuck with old-school outlets, and according to Morgan, that was a costly misstep. If I were running, I'd be on Rogan. I'd be on Fox. That's how you win people over, he said. His point was clear. To win voters, you have to meet them where they actually are. Morgan didn't stop at praising Barron. He went hard on Harris's campaign strategy. He called it a hide-the-ball game, saying they played it too safe and ended up paying the price. According to him, Harris missed the opportunity to connect with voters on platforms that allow for a more candid, direct dialogue. Instead, she stayed in her comfort zone, and it backfired. She should just disappear and never come back, Morgan said bluntly. Harsh words, but it underscores how critical it is to engage voters effectively. If Morgan's assessment is right, Barron Trump may have played a bigger, more influential role than most realized. At just 18 years old, Barron is being credited with helping shape a winning campaign strategy. That's no small accomplishment, especially when competing against experienced political teams. It raises an intriguing question. Is Barron just getting started? Could he be a future political heavyweight in the making? Elon Musk's comments, describing Barron as talkative and engaged throughout their conversation, add fuel to that idea. This new portrayal of Barron as more outspoken comes right after Entertainment Tonight shared a throwback clip from 2009, showing a nearly 3-year-old Barron excitedly saying, "I like to play drums," when asked what he wanted for his birthday. Seems like he's always had a lot to say. It just took some time for that side of him to resurface. Elon's remarks suggest Barron is embracing his more outgoing side at an interesting point in his life. As a college freshman stepping into adulthood, he may also be stepping into a larger role within the Trump family. And let's be honest, a Thanksgiving dinner with the Trumps probably demands some serious conversational skills to keep up. It's also telling how comfortable the Trumps seem with Elon Musk becoming more involved in their inner circle. Elon Musk seems to be really enjoying his growing closeness with the Trump family, judging by his recent activity on social media. Just days before Thanksgiving with the Trumps, Musk retweeted posts joking that he and Donald Trump are basically best friends, and even teased that Trump is an honorary member of the Musk family. The feeling appears mutual, as Musk has become a familiar presence at Trump family gatherings. That said, Donald Trump may have had some initial doubts about Musk's constant company. According to a Newsweek report from November 13th, Trump humorously told a meeting of House Republican leaders, "Elon won't go home. I can't get rid of him, at least until I don't like him." Still, it looks like Barron's ease around Musk has helped ease any reservations Trump might have had. If Barron gets along with Musk, that might be all it takes to win Donald over. Meanwhile, Elon Musk has become a key figure in the Trump administration's plans moving forward. Alongside entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, Musk has been appointed to lead the new Department of Government Efficiency, a project focused on streamlining federal operations and modernizing government systems. Their partnership has already drawn attention, with Musk frequently appearing alongside Trump at various events and discussions. At the Thanksgiving gathering, Musk and Ramaswamy mingled throughout the room, engaging guests and keeping the energy high. Barron, sitting next to his father on the opposite side, quietly observed but joined in the conversation when the moment called for it. As for Donald Trump himself, he has openly praised his youngest son. At a campaign rally in October, Trump told the crowd, "This kid's a genius, I'm telling you." He called Barron a smart, wise guy with obvious pride. Trump didn't stop there. During an interview on the Joe Rogan podcast, he revealed that Barron has an IQ of 170, a near genius level, which left listeners impressed. Laura Trump, Barron's sister-in-law, gave her own perspective during an interview. "Barron Trump is really cool," she said with a smile. "He's kind of the quiet one who's purposely stayed out of the spotlight." She described him as extremely intelligent and entertaining. "He's definitely his father's son. He's going to do amazing things." Laura also shared a behind-the-scenes look at Barron's involvement during the campaigns. Even as a kid, Barron was already thinking strategically. "There have been so many times I'm traveling with my father-in-law, and Barron calls saying, 'Dad, I have an idea. You should go to this baseball stadium, or try this. It'll get more votes,'" she said. His suggestions were surprisingly thoughtful for someone his age. "We really have to give Barron some serious credit," Laura added, clearly impressed. For the most part, Barron has kept a low profile, much like his mother, Melania. While many assumed this was a conscious effort to protect him from the chaos of public life, Laura's remarks hint at something deeper. Though he stays out of the spotlight, Barron is clearly paying close attention. Some of his high school peers have described him as quiet and somewhat mysterious, a kid who doesn't reveal much about himself. But don't confuse his quiet nature for lack of awareness. He seems to have inherited his father's strategic mindset and knack for thinking several moves ahead. Even if he's under the radar now, Barron's thoughtful advice and ability to analyze situations demonstrate a maturity and intelligence beyond his years. Laura's description paints him as calculated and reflective, very much his father's son. While Melania tends to keep to the sidelines, Barron appears to share Donald Trump's political instincts and strategic thinking. It's a subtle connection, but one that suggests a lot about who Barron might become down the road. So, what's next for him? On September 4th, 2024, Barron Trump was officially seen as a student at New York University. NYU security confirmed to people that he arrived on campus, accompanied by Secret Service agents. That day, he was spotted near the library, blending into the busy Manhattan scene but clearly standing out as the youngest Trump family member. Later that month, Melania gave some insight into his choice during an interview with Fox News. She said the decision to attend NYU and live in the family's famous Manhattan Tower was entirely Barron's own. "He chose to come here," Melania said proudly. "He wants to live in New York, study here, and stay in his home. I respect that." Her words conveyed not only admiration, but a strong confidence in her son's independence and his ability to make thoughtful decisions about his future. She didn't hold back her praise. "He's an amazing young man. I'm very proud of who he has become. His strength, his intelligence, his knowledge, and his kindness. It's truly admirable." As Barron adjusts to life at NYU, he's striking a balance between independence and family legacy. Living in Trump Tower, surrounded by the weight of his family's history, he's writing a new chapter for himself. This move reflects his confidence and desire to stay grounded while aiming high. Whether he's buried in books at the NYU library or walking Manhattan's streets with Secret Service close by, Barron is stepping out of the shadows. The shy teenager, who mostly stayed behind the scenes during his father's presidency, is gradually making his presence known. Now Barron is carefully shaping a life of his own making. With his studies underway at NYU, the future feels wide open. Will he follow in his father's political footsteps, leveraging the family's extensive network and experience? Or will he carve out his own path, perhaps in tech, business, or another field that aligns with the values and interests of his generation? One thing's clear. Barron's potential is as vast as the city he now calls home. His quiet confidence, combined with the influence of his family and visionary figures like Elon Musk, hints at endless possibilities. Barron Trump's story begins with an interesting twist. In 2005, just 6 months after Donald Trump and Melania married, they learned they were expecting their first child together. For Donald, the news was a surprise. Not because he wasn't planning on having kids, but because it happened so quickly. Melania fondly recalled telling him the news. He came home and I told him he was going to be a dad. At first, he needed a moment to take it all in. It was a real surprise, but then he was very happy. Donald echoed her feelings, saying, "I knew we were going to have children, so it wasn't completely unexpected, but I was surprised at how fast it happened." On March 20th, 2006, Barron William Trump was born. While many fathers choose to be in the delivery room for such a milestone, Donald decided to wait outside, explaining he thought it would be easier for Melania during her 8-hour labor. As it turned out, Melania described her delivery as very, very easy. After Barron's birth, Donald shared his happiness, telling people, "Everything's perfect. She's really happy. And it's wonderful." The story behind Barron's name is unique as well. Donald had always loved the name but never felt bold enough to use it for his older children. This time he suggested it to Melania, who immediately loved it. However, as the due date neared, Donald began to second-guess his choice. "It's a name I've always liked, but I never dared to use," he admitted on the Oprah Winfrey Show. "I gave the idea to Melania, planning to take it back at the last minute." But Melania wasn't having it. She'd already connected with the name. She said, "You can't take it away. I've been calling him Barron while he was in my belly, and you just can't take it away," Donald recalled. So, what do you think about Barron Trump? Could he follow his father's path and someday lead the United States? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. For more great content, click the next video that appears on your screen. You won't want to miss it.